Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to this, your final reading of 2023. Can you believe we are actually at the end of the year already? Okay, for those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking on this video. And for those of you who are joining me yet again, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. Before we dive into your reading, Capricorn, I do have an announcement to make. Right now is my favorite time of the year for work, and that is because I am offering my annual special. Now, I only offer this once a year from December 15th through January 15th, and it is my annual 13 card reading. This is a personalized live reading with me. It is $90 Canadian. It doesn't matter where you are coming to me from in the world. So for those of you who have currencies that are worth more than the Canadian dollar, this is a fantastic deal for you guys. In return for the $90, you guys will get 1 full hour of my time on a live Zoom call, and I will do a personalized overview of 2024 for you. If you're interested in this, please check out the link down below. Now, let's move on to your reading. In the last reading that I did for you, which covered the time frame from December 1st through the 15th, the cards indicated that you guys had an important decision to make, but you were also looking at your moral compass, the conditioning that you had with regards to the decision. You were struggling and bumping up against something that had to do with your conditioning that was preventing you from making the decision. So, hopefully, you guys have managed to kind of get over that hump. Let's take a look at the cards and see where the cards lead us for your final reading of 23. The first cards we're going to pull for you are going to be cards of where you are at now, here as I sit and do this reading in the middle of December. Okay, that was interesting. So we do have a group of cards that jumped out for you. Oh, just two. Okay. Oh, Capricorn. All right. So we have two cards for you for where you're at now. We have the Harmony card corresponding to the 10 of Cups, and we have the Playfulness card corresponding to the Page of Wands or Page of Fire. Whew. This one's getting me right here, Capricorn. It's like there's been a weight lifted off of you, and you are able to take a really deep inhale at this time. And it's almost like your breathing has been constricted for about the last 4 to 6 weeks. Not constricted in the health sense and putting you at any kind of health risk, but in the sense of, it just didn't feel like you were free and able to go and do and whatever you wanted to. And you have the two cards here. Now, the 10 of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the deck. And this Page of Wands corresponds to bringing play into everything it is that you do. This 10 of Cups is about harmony. It's about being happy and pleased with the place that you are in your life right now. And even though things may not be perfect right now, Capricorn, you're still sitting back and going, yeah, this is all right. I'm good. Okay. You are in this place of harmony right now. Good place to be, right? And moving into the holidays, what better card to have than the Playfulness card for moving into the holidays at the end of this month? Okay, where are we going for what you are focusing on? We're getting called to my itty bitty little deck. It is a new deck to me. It is the Everyday Witch, and it is the little travel size. All right, we do have one card here. It flipped right over. I'm going to just pull it out so it doesn't get lost in the fray. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? What else? Or Capricorn. Okay. Okay, you have the Six of Swords, and you also have the Three of Pentacles here for what you are focusing on. Okay, so in your last reading, I was just refreshing my memory mentally. In your last reading, it indicated that you had a decision to make. And based on the cards that have come out so far, the Harmony card, which is a Ten of Cups, and this Page of Wands, the Playfulness card, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. It is looking as though you have made that decision that you needed to make, and you are now in that place of moving into something new and moving into a life that is changed and altered as a direct result of the decision that you've made recently. For many of you Capricorns, this decision was a decision regarding a relationship. And for some of you, that may have been a romantic relationship that you have somehow changed or altered. And for some of you, it may be a friendship that is, it was very one-sided and it was no longer serving your highest good. And so you've made changes and adjustments with regards to your boundaries. And that's really what the decision that you needed to make was about, was your boundaries, right? And that's why your conditioning was coming into it, because we're conditioned to um, not hurt other people's feelings, sometimes at our own expense. And Capricorn, it looks like you have come to some kind of resolution to that quandary in your own mind, and you've made adjustments with regards to some of the relationships that you have in your life. The Six of Swords is a card of walking away from something that no longer serves your highest good. Now, you'll notice on this card, there's a couple of characters who are walking away. This character is following them, but he's also taking a moment or two to kind of turn around and look back and just reflect on what he is leaving behind. Not with any desire to go back to it, but just with the opportunity to reflect. The full moon is important on this card as well, indicating that there is a reflection going on. And then the very next card that you have for what you are focusing on is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is a card of asking for help and guidance, and as well seeking out the possibility of perhaps taking some new courses or seminars and really, really focusing on the future, and with a view to learning something new for the future. Now, for some of you, this is going to involve maybe taking a seminar to learn a new skill. But what I'm really picking up on, Capricorn, is that for many of you, the asking for help and the learning is going to be more about learning about yourself, including possibly seeking out a counselor or a psychologist, some kind of professional, just to talk about your ideas. And I'm not implying here in any way, shape, or form that this is a mental health issue for any of you. I'm not implying that in any way. So let me just clear the air there. But what I am saying is that for many of us, when we wake up to our boundaries and we begin to change the boundaries that we have, which affects the relationships that we have in our lives, we sometimes need someone who is not involved in it. So rather than talking to our bestie or our partner, romantic partner, rather than talking to, um, you know, people who may have a little bit of a vested interest in the outcome of our new boundaries, a lot of the time, it's better if we seek out someone who's not involved in it. Like I said, like a counselor or psychologist or someone. And I'm not talking about like long-term, oh my God, I need a psychiatrist for the next 20 years because I'm so badly damaged. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to, hey, I've got some new boundaries when it comes to friends, family, romantic partners. And I just want to explore if I'm being fair or not and get some advice from someone who has no vested interest. And that's really what I'm picking up for you, Capricorn, with these two cards. That you're going to be walking away from something. There is going to be some deep reflection on your part, and you're also going to be seeking out some advice and support for these new boundaries that you're now implementing in your life. Let's take a look at your difficult influences, Capricorn. Difficult influences and challenges for Capricorn for the last half of December. Two of winter. Yes. Not surprised to see that card come up. That is a card of indecision. That is a card of saying, you know, I I've made this decision, but I'm still bumping into it just a little bit. That's this card here, this two of winter card. Um, so yeah, it's not saying that you are um that you're not planning on making this decision and going ahead with it, Capricorn, but it is saying that although you have made this decision and this choice, you are still turning it over and over in your head. And that is why I was picking up with these first two cards that you had here, that perhaps having an impartial person to be able to talk to about what's been going on would be really, really valuable to you at this time. Like I said, I mean, I'm not implying that one's on the floor, but that will be your card. I do not edit my videos, by the way. So what you see is what you get. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in your challenges, we have two cards now. There was quite a pile that came out. So I mixed those cards up and I pulled one more card for you. And in your difficult influences and challenges, you've got this two of winter. The two of winter is indicating a little bit of indecisiveness on your part with regards to, like, it's just you're in your heart and your soul that the decision that you've made is the right decision. You've come to that conclusion, and yet your emotions keep creeping in, and you're going, "Oh, okay, that is a challenge for you." And you have this Ace of Autumn, also known as the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this card, of course, corresponds to, or the deep meaning behind it is about new beginnings, particularly with regards to finances. Um, but when it shows up in a reading in the difficult influences, it is showing that there's a delay in that. There's a delay in the reward, the delay in the financial windfall. Why would that be happening? Because there is still a little bit of waffling going back and forth. Like I said, these cards are indicating that you've made the decision, you've told the people, the pertinent people, and the people that are directly affected by your new boundaries about this, but you're still waking up in the middle of the night going, oh, I feel bad about that, or oh, could I have handled that differently? You're not doubting the decision. You're questioning whether you handled it the right way and so on. And that is just giving you a little bit of delayed gratification with a new beginning here. Okay, Capricorn. Messages the universe wants you to hear at this time. All right, let's see what messages have come up for you. Make sure that's not going to fall down. The first message is let go of ego. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Capricorn, you had this card last time in your last reading, and know your truth. Okay. Why might you be experiencing a little bit of, reflection upon letting go? Why might you be experiencing a little bit of this indecision? Kind of feeling bad, partially because of ego and partially because you need to know your truth. You need to fully embrace your truth. When we implement new boundaries in our life, Capricorn, They're going to be tested. Someone's going to come and push your buttons. Know your truth. And when you know your truth, you have the ability to stand in your truth, especially if you're not coming from a place of ego and instead you're coming from a place of your truth. These are really, really powerful messages for you right now, Capricorn. It is a beautiful time for you. I am picking up for many of you Capricorns, this has been a long time coming, and you've really, really felt for a long time like you've been kind of wishy-washy and gone back and forth. And it's really, I feel this sense of empowerment that you are now experiencing, Capricorn, now that you have set these boundaries and you're beginning to stick with them. And no, it is not always 100% easy, but it is rewarding to feel empowered. And I like right now, you know, I'm a psychic, but I'm also an empath. And so I am dialed into the energy of Capricorn right now. And I'm just feeling this overwhelming sense of satisfaction that I did this. So congratulations, Capricorn. It's powerful. Okay, the next cards that we're going to pull for you are cards of unexpected. Let's take a look and see what's coming up as unexpected for you. There is one card going to come out there. See if anything else decides to come out. Well, maybe that card's not going to come out. It looks like it's flipping back in again. Look at that. Let's see what happens when nope, it is coming out. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is an adventure. What kind of adventures are you planning on manifesting with your newfound empowerment, Capricorn? Page of Wands. So all of the pages in the tarot deck tend to be a little bit naive. Oftentimes it's because they are starting out on a new adventure and they don't have all of the information yet, and yet they know the path that they want to walk. That's essentially what the Page of Wands is saying. You'll notice that the character on the card has his wand here, and he looks quite regal, and he's looking off onto the horizon because he is about to step out and into something new, some kind of new adventure. The Page of Wands oftentimes is a card indicating that there may be some travel coming up in your future. And okay, there's download. What's coming up for me, Capricorn, is that for a lot of you, as you have stepped into your boundaries, stepped up and into your power, you've opened some doors within yourself. So there was some blocks within you, some fear within you about traveling, going places, doing things new. And this card is saying that as you have stepped into all of this that we've been talking about since the beginning of December, this new empowerment is creating in you this adventurous side. You know, the image that just came up for me, Capricorn, is that when you begin to tell people about this new adventurous side of yourself, that you may be going and doing some kind of trip, uh, and or just, you know, stepping outside of your box. I saw this image in my head of, you know, family members and friend members of your group of friends, um, almost getting whiplash as they snap their heads around and go, what is Capricorn doing? Oh my, who is that person? Because you're surprising them that you've stepped up and stepped into this empowered being. They're not used to it, and they're just like, whoa, and they're impressed. They like it. So keep it up. Let's see what comes up as your general overall outcome. Where are we going for general overall outcome? Oh, I am getting called all over the place. I think we're going over here to the fairies again. Final general overall outcome for Capricorn for the last half of December. One card. Okay. All right. Oh, we have two princesses here. And we have the 10 of winter. Yes. Okay. In your final general overall outcome for your final reading of 2023 Capricorn, you have the 10 of winter, also known as the 10 of swords. This card indicates that the difficulties that you have had, whether real or perceived, are lifting. They're gone. The sun is shining, the fog is clearing, the storm has passed, and yeah, you're feeling good. And I was sensing that through your whole reading, right? You have the Princess of Autumn, also known as the Princess of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles. It's interesting that you had the page here. Do you have another page? Yeah. You've got the page here, the Page of Wands here. You've got the Page of Pentacles here, and you've got the Page of Cups here. A lot of pages here. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, the page is about someone who's new to something, someone who is a little bit naive. And this is indicating that there may be something new that you are learning with regards to career or job. And this is indicating that there may be some new, like a promotion of some kind with regards to your job. And this final card of your reading, the Princess of Cups, also known as the Page of Cups, is indicating that your relationships are changing. There's a change in the dynamics in your relationships for the better for you. And that is as a direct result of this boundary work that you have been doing. Yeah. Possible new invitations to new social type events, and a change and a shift in your social circle as a result of this work that you've done. And this change in your social circle is for the best. It's for the positive, Capricorn. So congratulations. With that, I'm going to leave off your reading. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. If this video resonated for you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. And just a reminder, if you are interested in booking that 13 card reading with me, the link is in the description down below. Thank you so much, everyone.